Hey guys, welcome back to Play on Footy. My name is Bailey and today we'll be looking at the Melbourne Football Club and what they're going to be doing at the trade table in 2024. Look, they've got a lot of work to get through and I think they've got a lot of stars or ex-premiership players to worry about. The potential departures are Alex Neil-Bullen, who's gone to Adelaide Crows, Clayton Oliver, who's been linked with Geelong Cats, and Adam Tomlinson, who was linked to the Bombers, to some Adelaide teams like Crows and Port, and Sydney as well. So we'll wait and see what gets done about those trades as well. Potential additions are Wade Dirksen. James Peatling was also on the radar for Melbourne. Tom Campbell has nominated for Melbourne. He's from St Kilda. Ollie Lord from Port Adelaide, but I've got a suspicion he's going to stay for one more year at Port Adelaide because Charlie Dixon has retired. And Matt Owies. So Matt Owies, I think, is going to be dependent on whether Kasai Pickett does go to Fremantle. Now, that has been just sort of talked about, so that will be interesting to see what actually does happen there. They do have a lot to get through in terms of where their actual list is at. So Melbourne Football Club, at the beginning of season 2024, they were the third oldest AFL club. So they've got a lot of work to do to sort of cull that back, get some youth in. Lockie Hunter was on the list, but he's no longer there anymore. Who I think is obviously going to be sorely missed. Angus Brayshaw retired because of concussion. Ben Brown as well. Faris White and Josh Shaki delisted as well. So yeah, look, they've had a lot of sort of people move on through Melbourne, and I think it's going to be really interesting to see what they can do in 2025. Obviously, it was nowhere near what they were wanting to do. They were nowhere near where they wanted to be playing this year, especially with the Chris Petrarca saga, then the Joel Smith drug saga. A lot of cultural things came up through Simon Goodwin. Is he a good coach? All that sort of stuff. So other than Carlton, Dan Houston has been linked to Melbourne Demons. Now that could potentially happen as they do desperately need a half-bank flanker if they're going to be any chance to contend for the flag. Jake Waterman's name did pop up, but he's already signed with the Eagles for a 5-year deal, so that's not a problem. And GWS key forward Wade Dirksen, which won't cost them a lot from a capital draft perspective, could be an option instead of Jake Waterman. Obviously, I mentioned Tom Campbell. He's basically locked in to help out Max Gawn, who is aging, you know what I mean? So I don't really think Tom Campbell, who's 32, is going to really last beyond this season. I could be wrong, but I'm just making the hard call now. Demons have tried to lure Leek Aaliyah from GWS. Now, he was obviously a little bit absent in the finals or the back end of the campaign for the Giants in 2024. And also they're trying to target Geelong's Brandon Parfitt. So that could potentially happen. They definitely will need to look at their forward stocks, especially if Kasai Pickett leaves, which again isn't too far-fetched, but we will see where his loyalties lie as well. Melbourne do have draft picks 5, 37, 45, 50 and 61. So they do have a little bit of capital there that they can sort of play with. But going anywhere forward from here, Melbourne Demons definitely need to get some star players, especially with Christian Petrarca sort of on shaky grounds. Is the whole saga over, how not only how Melbourne Demons handled him when he got kneed in the spleen by Darcy Moore in that Queen's game on Monday. However, it could be because of Clayton Oliver and his drug problems that he did have at the start of the season that would have definitely set a lot of uneasiness within the camp of the Melbourne Demons. Is Christian Petrarca going to play on beyond 2025? I don't think so. I think he's been saying, look, this is what I want, get it done. I need the club to look like this. And Melbourne Demons will do everything they can in their power because Melbourne Demons believe that he's the one to keep at the football club. He's the most marketable player. He's definitely a player that is of high value for them. And I think Clayton Oliver being 27, they would rather bring in more sort of draft picks rather than, hang on to someone that's just been causing them headaches and trouble and gives them cultural cultural doubt. So basically, in short, Tom Campbell is the front runner to help Max Gawn. He's from St Kilda. But apart from that, Melbourne really haven't had many suitors. Why? I think a lot of other players from other AFL clubs really do not want to come to Melbourne Demons because of the whole cultural saga and what's really going to happen beyond this year in terms of Simon Goodwin's career. In my opinion, Simon Goodwin, Stephen Nicks, even Ken Hinkley to an extent, definitely have question marks on their futures as coaches to see what really is going to happen, and to see how Adam Uze gets on now, because he's got a real big sort of task ahead of him. But we shall see. But what do you guys reckon? Comment down below, like and subscribe. What do you reckon is going to happen with Melbourne Demons in 2025? Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.